This is going to be for the first show. There. So this is ready. Okay. We're going to recycle, reuse, and make something old into something new. Yep. My name is Sharon Kephart, and this is Angel, and our show is Auntie Sharon's Crafts and More. Okay, girl, are you ready? I want my viewers to look at things differently, and that's what I try to do, is I look around the house and I'll walk around and say, oh, I could use that in one of my crafts. My show is on Channel 20. It plays on Thursday nights, 7 to 8 p.m. It plays at 3 o'clock in the morning for those that are up that early, and also from 11 to noon on Friday morning. Welcome to Auntie Sharon's Crafts and More. I'm Auntie Sharon, and this is Angel. We are so excited to have you join us today. In our Crafts Corner, we're going to recycle, reuse, and make something old into something new. Then during our Inspiration Corner, we're going to discover great ideas that will inspire us. Angel, are you ready? I think she's ready to see what we're going to do today. So come on, let's go. It's time to create. Welcome back to Auntie Sharon's Crafts and More, to our Crafts Corner. Today, we're going to be doing pocket purses. What are pocket purses? Well, pocket purses are fun and easy to do, and they come from jeans. We're going to be using some jean material, and we're going to be making some purses and some coin purses and some other accessories that you can wear. Jean material is great because it can really be versatile, and you can use you can do a lot of things with your old jeans. Don't throw them away. Join me as we make our purses. Let me show you our purse, what it's going to look like. Let me take this down here. This is a pocket purse, and it was made out of pockets on your jeans. And I like this kind of a purse because it's got already a flap, and it's got a button, or it can have a snap. Look at that. This is a pocket off of someone's jeans. And these are decorative pockets. A lot of jeans have nice decorative pockets. Let me show you this one. There's got some little rhinestones on it. And it has also a nice button enclosure. It works perfect to keep your personal items in when you're carrying it. Now we have another one here. And this one doesn't have a enclosure. It doesn't have a flap that comes over. But you can still use these and leave it open, or put some Velcro inside, and that will hold it closed too. So I'm going to show you how to make this today. Now this one is a double one. It's a two-sided. See that? I'm going to show you how to do that with these jeans. Also today, let me show you what else we're going to do. Here, and I'll have to take it off of here. This is a little coin purse. Isn't that cute? It comes from a little kid's jeans. So it's a little pocket, and it has a snap right here. And I'm going to show you how we're going to make these too. To make our craft today, all you're going to need is jeans, your trusty glue gun, and a scissors. That's it. That's all you need. So first, you're going to decide what pair of jeans you're going to be using. I'm going to start with this pair. So we're going to make this pocket today. So we'll put this one aside. I'm going to show you how you use the material, how you cut it, so that you can get the most use out of all of your material. With this one, you're going to come up here and right below this strap here, you're gonna cut. And you're gonna cut around and leave about, I would say, 1 inch to 2 inches of material all the way around the whole pocket to cut it out. And you wanna cut both sides out. So let's do that right now. So we're gonna start cutting this one. Really easy and quick and fast. And see, you don't have to be really neat about it, but you do want to have a nice cut to it so that it folds good. Now we have our pocket cut out. It's as easy as that, but we need the other pocket too. So let's go and cut that out. So there you go. You have both of your pockets now. And now I want to get my straps. So let's look at the straps. Let's put these aside for a second and take a look at the straps. On this jean, you can use things like the straps on the lower part of the hem. But if they're not in good shape, then you can use the seams that go right up and down the leg. Now this one, I would not use because let me show you inside here. This one doesn't have a double stitching. See how it comes up? You want a double stitching. On the outside of these jeans, you see this nice double stitching right here. That is going to make your strap. And this is going to stay nice too. Look at that. Isn't that a pretty pattern too? This is going to be great because if you look on the inside, right here, you can see your double stitching. It doesn't have that flap that comes up. So now you know that when you cut this, it's going to be a nice strap and you're going to cut a little bit on the outside so you can have a little fraying in it. For example, when I look at my purse, take a look here at the strap. See how it frays? And that's what we're going to be doing. So let's cut that one out. And we're just going to cut it up the entire length here. Depending upon how much you want to fray it, you could come out a little bit farther and leave a little bit more, and then you can get a bigger fray. Let me show you these examples of the two different kinds. This is if you open it up and have a big fraying. You leave a little bit more space of material, then you can have a larger fray. This one that I'll put right next to it here so you can see. See the difference? I cut a little bit closer and then you have just a little bit of a fraying instead of the large fray. So it depends upon what look you're going for. We're gonna go with the smaller fray. So we're just gonna cut a little bit closer to it. Let's get this cut all the way down. Keep cutting, get to the end, and we'll do the other side too. Once you're done, the material that's left over can be used for other things too. Don't throw it away, because you can use the material for lots of different things. And now we have our strap. And now we have this material left over that you can use for other things. And this is great material too. So we have our strap and we have our two pieces, our two pockets. That's all we need. Let's make our pocket purse. We're gonna take our strap first, and I'm gonna show you how you do your fray. You can sit there and pull the little threads like this all the way around it and pull it off, and you can get a nice white thread. Or you can take the scissor like this, and this is what I do. I go in and pull out. See how I pull it out? And you always go away from you. Just pull it out like that. Every couple of, like 1/2 of an inch, 1/4 of an inch. Because what I'm doing, if you can see closely here, is I'm not coming in and cutting it, but I'm tearing it. And then when you pull this out, you can pull big clumps of it out like this. And then you can leave some of that blue in there too. And it makes a really nice look to it. See what I'm starting to get? And then you can trim it off if it gets too long. and that makes a really nice edge. And we're going to do that all the way up here. And we just keep going here. See, we're getting it done really fast. There we go. See, now we just pull this out. We're almost done now. We've got just this last piece left on here to do. And like I said, just take your time. It's fun. And there. Now we have our strap. It's all done now. Now we can put this aside so that we can now get our pockets ready to go. So we're going to take our pockets and we're going to turn them upside down, facing each other like this. Now what you need to do is take your straps and you're going to have to secure them in here. We're all about not having to sew. So I'm going to show you how you do that without having to sew. I'm going to take my little scissors here, and if you notice, let me turn this around and show you here. Right up here, right near the pocket opening right here, there's a little bit of material. We're just going to make a little slit and put the handle right through there. So let's take our scissors and as close as you can to it. See, we just made a little slit there. And we'll do the same on the other side. Now we have a slit. What you do is you take your strap and you're going to push it through. Just push it right through there. And it might be a little tight, and that's what you want. You want it to be just a little bit tight, only because you don't want it to tear open too much. And if it's just too tight, just make a little bit bigger, but not too big, because you want it to be a nice little tight fit. And there we got it. See, we have it through. So we're going to turn this there. And then we're going to do the same to the other side. We're going to take our strap and make sure we're going in the same way, and we're going to put it in on this side. There we have the hole. Here we have the strap. Now we're going to take and put the strap inside here. Let's make sure my hand's not in the way to show you. I'm kind of doing it backwards so that you can see what I'm doing. And we'll pull that through. And there we got it through. And see, the other side comes up here. So eventually what we're going to be doing is these are going to come together, just like this. And like the other side too. So now we have our first side with the handles through. Now we got to get it to go through the other one, the other side. We need to take and put little slits right here, same place, and bring it through. So let me quickly make those little slits here. This is how it's going to look on top of it. So we're going to take these cords and we're going to put it through this way now. Pull it through here. We've got that up. Now we'll do the same with this one. Girls would just love making their own purse pockets. This is really easy, but it's so much fun. Kids would have a blast doing this. Now we want to leave a little space because this is going to eventually come down and this is going to come down, and that's what we're going to glue for our handles. So just make sure we leave enough. And now because this one has a roll on it already, this one doesn't because of where we cut it, we're going to have to make a roll. And so we're going to leave a little bit of space there. So the first thing I want to do is I want to take my trusty glue gun and we're going to put a little bit of glue right there so that we can make our little roll. And there we have our roll. So now they look alike. There you go. The next thing we're going to do is open it up. Now that you have it open, you want to bring this piece out. and the other piece underneath. You bring that out because we're going to be gluing those down first. And that's the part that is right inside here. We want to glue those down next to the handles. So let's take our glue gun, and we're going to do this one first. And we want to go right where the crease is and right up to the edge. And we're going to press it down. Make sure it's nice and tight. Go. Got it right there. And then we're going to do the same thing with this side. See how we're coming in with that? We're going to glue this down. Now, this glue is so good. It really holds. There we go. And just be careful because it is hot. Okay, we've got that. Now, as you can see, we have kind of some openings here. Now that we have it down, we can go back and we can add a little bit more to get it creased a little better in the corners, because that's really important. We don't want anything to be sticking up. So we're going to crease this one too. Right here, bring this back and bring it up and fold it over. So we have a nice curve, a nice finish. That's what we're looking for. So then when we push it over like this, look at there. See that nice finish that we have? Right there. It's a nice finish because it's curved under. So now let's take and fold this down. Now that we have that nice finish, we want to glue this piece right here. We want to glue this down so that it's out of our way when we do the inside. Put the glue right down here and the first flap over, just like this. Now remember, we wanted to go out about 2 inches. Keep it out about 2 inches there, so that will be where we connect it. So make it nice and tight. And then we'll take and glue the other piece over that to make that nice and tight. So now we have a real nice finish. Look at that finish, nice and flat there. So then when we fold this up, it's going to be a nice finish that we have. We're going to do the same thing now over here on this side. We have to make sure, because there's 2 flaps there, you have to make sure you lift them up so you can get both of them glued down. So for this one, that's right there. We got to put this flap in first. We want to keep it consistent. If we did this one first on the other side, we want to do it first on this side too. And then pull this out so that we can then now glue that piece down to make a nice finish. And there you have a nice finish. And I'll get the glue off my fingers here. And there, look at that. It's looking nice. Now, what we're going to do is open up the purse and do the inside. Now, if you see here, we have a little opening. We want to seal that before we start with the other. And there, we've sealed that. What we're going to do is we're going to take and we're going to first glue the bottom piece up here before we do the sides. So we'll take our glue and right as close as we can in the crease there, and then we're going to come out. And then the middle, we want to get the whole thing glued so it's nice and flat. So we're going to crease it up like this. And if you look, I'll turn it. You can see right there, it made a nice edge. I creased it right up to where the pocket seam is, right there. It makes a really nice edge. And press hard to make sure it's nice and stuck down there. And then we're going to do this side now. And we're gonna get that folded up. I know girls sometimes love their jeans so much and they wear them to where they're so holy in that, and they're almost unwearable after a while, but they're so comfortable. And this is a way you can still keep the memory of those wonderful jeans and turn them into something that you can use. See that nice seam that we have now? And this glue is great. It really, really sticks. And then we're gonna come up the sides. Let's do this area here. I'll turn it so that we can see what we're doing. So this is what I'm gonna do now. So we're gonna take and glue this. All it is gluing. That's all you have to do. You don't have to sew. You want to sew, you can. Get that pushed down really nice. If you feel like you want to tack it a little bit, go right ahead, but you don't need to because this glue is really strong and sturdy. The only place that I would say if you really wanted to tack something would be when we do the strap. Now we're going to turn and do the other side. Right here. Take my trusty glue gun and we're going to glue this down. Like that. And we'll push this up nice and tight. And there you have a nice finish. It makes a nice little seam, and make sure that you get right to the edges, because if you want to use this inside piece for something, you won't get it caught into anything. Now we're going to go to the other pocket. We're going to turn everything around and we're going to glue this pocket now, starting with the bottom. Glue right there. Press it down, make sure it's nice and tight. You can get really creative with these purses too. Anything that's on your jeans you could take off and you can glue on here and put on and decorate it. There we go. Crease that up. And there you have a nice finish. There. And now we're going to do the sides again. We'll do this one. Now it's not very expensive, these glue sticks. So don't worry, just use as much as you need. See how nice we're getting our seams? And now let's turn and do our last seam. There we go. And each purse will be a little bit different because it'll have a little bit of a different flair to it. So it'll be unique to you, how you wanted to do it. Now, there's a little bit of a piece of materials that are still left here that we have to glue down. So let's get those glued. Okay. And right here. There we go. So now, look at there. You have all of your seams, all of your sides, and everything is glued down. It looks really nice. So now when we turn it over, look what we've got. Look at there. We're almost done. We just have our straps left to do, but look at our purse. Doesn't that look wonderful? And now I was also going to tell you about the putting them together. You can put them together like I did on that one. I just glued it at the bottom here and I left open the sides and the top. So if you wanted to put something like an umbrella in there or a scarf or something, you could. So let's finish with our straps now. And I am having lots of fun with all this glue all around me here. All right, so wherever you want to wear if you want to have it long or short, you can cut it down if you need to. If you want to make it just a handbag, you can cut it down even shorter. But we're going to leave it as a shoulder strap. Basically really easy. These glue down there, and that's what we're going to do. So let's make sure we have enough glue, especially up here on that tip, and then all the way down right to there. And then you're going to just squeeze it together. Push it down really hard to make sure it really connects. And do the same thing over here. Put the glue up here, all the way down, right to there. Make sure it's even and then push it down all the way. And I like it when there's kind of like a cuts in it and they're frayed a little bit different. It's not perfect. And that's the whole point. It's unique. It's something that it's yours. It doesn't have to be perfect. And there you go. There it is. There is your pocket purse. Last thing we're going to do is we're just going to glue it right here so they kind of stay together. So we'll just come down here right on the bottom edge. And the reason I only do the bottom edge is because I like to have the extra space in between. So I can put maybe a scarf there or something. See if you open it up. Right there. See how we have space now? We could put something all the way through. Or you can put something right in the top, just like this. And it holds it because this part is now glued shut. And you could glue the whole thing shut. And like if you glue this side and you glue this side, you could actually use the middle as a purse. But I don't like to do that. And the reason is because when you open these up, you want to have a little space. You want to be able to put some stuff in there. So if I open both sides up, see how if I put some stuff in there, my hands are going in there like this, it kind of takes some space up. The reason I don't glue right here is because look I can put more things inside the pockets because I have more space. If I did this, I wouldn't be able to put as much stuff in those pockets. So that's why I just glue it where I glue it. And there you go. Enjoy. Have fun. Take it out. You can go anywhere with this. You can make this be a fancy purse too with the jewels on it. It will go with anything. So that is our pocket purse. Next, we are going to show you how to make this guy right here. So we'll be right back. Welcome back to our craft corner, and we're making pocket purses out of jeans. And you saw what we just did. Look at there. Isn't that great? Just love these. Well, now we're going to make coin purses. How do you make those? Let me show you. You can take a little kid's toddler's pants like this, and you can make coin purses out of this. Now look at here. They're nice size, just perfect size actually, and they have a fake button. Really, that's a snap. And these are perfect for coin purses. And I'm going to show you how you just quickly can turn this into a coin purse. Let's get started. First thing you're going to need is your pants. You're going to need your trusty glue gun, and you're going to need a pair of scissors. And all you do, you know how like when we made our purse, we took a little extra material on the outside and went around? Well, with this one, if you look at it closely, you see how I've got a little fraying on the edges? I did the same thing here as I did with the straps on our purses. So all you're gonna need is just a little teeny bit, just about this much of the material so you can fray it. And so let's cut this one now. So we're gonna go in here, start it up, and like I said, try to get, close enough so that you don't have too much fray, because then it's too hard to have in your purse and that. Oh wait, let's cut a little bit down here. And then we have to do on top. See, I'm cutting backwards so that you can see. I just want to get my hands in the way so that you can all see what I'm doing. If you cut it too much material, you can always cut it off later on. So let me turn this now so I can cut it this way. And there we have our coin purse. Now, because this had 4 pockets on here, I can make 4 coin purses out of this one pair of pants. Let's put that aside while we now show you. Here is our little coin purse. And this is what it's going to be turned into. Now, one thing about this material, this kind of jeanish material, is darker is better, because then when you turn it over, look at that. You have some really neat stitching there. So I'm not going to cover that stitching up. And I like the color. It looks finished. All I'm going to do is do my edges, and that's it. I'll show you again how I did it. I went in and pushed out just like this, all the way around. This one is so easy, so fast, so quick. Kids' clothes have really neat, really cool buttons and pockets and that. And you can get some really fancy coin purses out of some of those clothes. See, it's starting to fray there, starting to get that look like I have on my other pair that I did. You get something too large, you can just cut it and trim it off. You can vary it a little bit too. You can actually come in and just go up a little bit to make it like short or tall, just all the way around. And then as you're pulling and cutting, you'll get a different kind of a look too. All the way through there, like that. But that's how you do it. And you go all the way around, and the same thing on the top too. Because on the top, I want to cut it a little bit shorter, because I just want a little bit of a fray. So this is just a little long, and then now I'm going to make it a little shorter, because the top already has this nice flap on it. So I'm just going to bring a little bit of it out, not much. And then I can sit there, put down the scissors when you're doing the fraying so you don't hurt yourself. And then just trim off what you got there. See how it's coming along? And you just can see how I cut big, large cuts in it right here and frays in it. And then I just can go through and I can trim them down. And if you don't like what you're doing, you can make it even shorter. See? That's the one nice thing about this. You just don't want to cut it all the way flush to the stitching. You want to have a little bit of material that's away from the stitching, because you don't want it to tear and for there not to be any material to hold the stitching together. And there we have our coin purse. Isn't that great? And then you just pop it open, put your coins in there like that. It can hold quite a bit actually of coins. And you pop this into your purse. Actually, I'm going to put it right inside of this purse right now. So you take this purse right here, open it up, and we can put our coin purse. This can hold money and dollar bills. Put it in here just like that. And now I'm ready to go. This is a great craft for all ages. Anybody can do this. Teenagers, young kids. You could have teachers even do this with their kids in school. Show them how to do this. Show them how to recycle, reuse, and make something old into something new, like we did here. These are fun. This isn't all that we're going to do today. Let me show you. You can also take things like this. This is a little girl's skirt. This can also become a purse. All you have to do is glue down these two at the bottom. It's already frayed for you, and then you do like I did with the other purses, and you can put straps on it like I have, like this strap even. You could put this on it, and it makes kind of a fancy strap. The same way that we did with the other purse. Put a little hole through it, and then you glue them shut. You can make anything into a purse. These can be into a purse. Remember, these don't have a button or a snap on them, but you can put Velcro right on the inside if you need to make sure that they stay closed. Let's say you do want to add like something over it so that nothing falls out, but you don't have anything. Here we've got one that doesn't have a snap, doesn't have a flap, and I'm going to show you how you make a flap. If you don't have something like this, how you can use this and make this into some kind of closure. And let me show you now. All you're going to do is you're going to take this, and if you see what I'm doing, I fold it down, and see how that becomes like a closure to it? All you're going to do is you're going to glue this piece right here, glue that down, like that. So now you have an actual lip, kind of like a flap that goes over it. You're going to then put your straps through like this one here, and it's going to be done the same way, except this is now your flap. The only difference is that you're going to be folding it in on the edges when you glue it. So that's how you can make your own flap. So I hope that you were inspired by using some old pair of jeans and making what we did today, taking and turning your jeans into a usable purse and coin purses. Have fun. Oh, I hear Inspiration Corner knocking. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Auntie Sharon's Crafts and More, to our Inspiration Corner. I hope you were inspired in our craft corner. I sure had a good time making those pocket purses. And I can't wait to go home and turn all of my jeans that don't fit anymore into some decorative accessories. Another thing, I got an email from someone that was asking me, about their jeans. They said, my jeans don't fit around my waist anymore. And I like how decorative the waist part is. I wish I could use it for something. Well, I have an idea. You can make it into a belt, but a different kind of a belt. Because, if you're wearing these hip huggers and it doesn't fit anymore with pulling it to you, you can turn it into a regular belt that you can use for like putting it over a shirt. You can make a belt to it, or you can put it over a dress and things like that. And this is what it would look like. I did one earlier, and this is it. This is a jean belt. See if you can kind of see the whole thing there. I took a pair of jeans and I just cut the top out, and look, I even have the fancy little logo that's still on there. You can wear that around a black dress or a black top. Let me show you how we're gonna do that. Here I have a nice pair of jeans that I kind of like the strap on the top, and I've been cutting out the pockets, and I'm going to show you how you cut out this part. When you come to here, these little straps, I don't want you to cut them off. You're going to keep them, but I'm going to show you how you do that so that you can turn them into something like this. Isn't that nice? And look, you can hook something right through it. And that's what I'm going to show you how to do here. When you come up to these, they're not hooked on to this piece right here. They're hooked on down here. But it's really easy to take them off down here. Just take your scissors, and you're just going to go right underneath the strap and just start cutting it up. I cut it right off of this part right here, and it's still now intact. We're gonna do that all the way around on all of them. So let's start cutting. And on this, you do wanna cut up as close as you can to this seam right here, but don't cut this seam. You wanna keep this really nice seam right there. So I'm just cutting right below it. All right, that's all we're gonna do. And now we gotta open it up so we can do the other side. When you get to the ends where the button and the hole is, it's gonna get just a little bit tougher because the material is gonna be really thick. So you just have to take your time. Now, if you see here, I've got like a little snap in the way. So I'm gonna go above that snap, but still below my seam. And I want to get this piece out of the way though, so I don't cut it by accident, because I need to keep this. I can't do this backwards, so I'm gonna do it like this. And then, see, it's really thick right there. Just have to keep at it and keep at it and keep at it. And now, as you can see, I have my item cut out. And look at this one, even has a logo that I was able to cut around. And it's a little frayed, but that's okay. Because if we want to, we could even put a little glue on there. But I think I like it like that. Now I'm going to show you how you're going to take and roll these up to make them look really nice like we have here. There's a little piece that is stitched right here. You want to keep that like that. I'm going to curl this up to meet that, and that's how I'm going to get my little curve. But I don't want to completely glue this piece down. So all I'm going to do is take my glue gun, put a little bit of glue down here, right there. That's the only place I'm going to put the glue. See, right there. And then I'll take this piece and bump it up to the other one and push it down, and there we go. I still have the opening, and I can use that opening now. Like, let's say I want to put something through it, some beads or something. Maybe I could do that with it decorated up. But there I have it, so it's a three-dimensional now. Isn't that nice? And now we're going to do that on the next one. Do the exact same thing all the way around. One thing that you could do if you have like a lot of wrinkles, like this one has a lot of wrinkles in it, what I've done before is take and put it in some water, warm water, get it soaked, and then undo it like this. You pull it apart like that and lay it flat, and then it will be undone. You can do that before you do this gluing, or you can do it afterwards. So let's glue. Now I'm going to need one more glue stick because I'm right down to the end of that one. So let's glue this now, and all it is just right here. That's all the glue that you're going to be doing. There we go. And now we're going to move over to the next. Do this one. See how simple, how easy this is? It's such an easy craft. Anyone can do it. The only thing is if you're working with kids, if kids are going to do this, make sure that an adult is handling the glue gun, because you can get burnt, and we don't want any kids to get burnt. There we go. Wrap it under like that. This way we're using every bit of our jeans, and we're turning them into some fun accessories that we can continue to keep using and keep wearing. And the one nice thing about this is I didn't have to make a buttonhole, and I didn't have to put one of these in because it's already there. And you just put it on yourself, and there you go. Voila, you have another belt, just like I did here. Little kids even would love these, because they decorate up your outfit. And it's kind of cool to have something different, that you're setting the fashion trends in your class. So this would be one of those fashion trends that kids, young kids would even love to be able to do. So I hope that you were inspired with the things that we were doing here today. Remember, we did our purses and our little coin purses here, and we were able to even take any material whatsoever and turn it into a purse. Anything you have. Don't throw away any of your jeans, because your jeans can become wonderful accessories that you could even sell these at craft sales too. If kids would like to earn some money for different projects that they're doing, they could take old jeans, they could ask people to donate their jeans to them, and they could cut them up and make some wonderful projects with them. And remember, don't throw anything away. Even the scrap pieces that are left on here. Look at there. There's not much left on this. You can turn this into something pretty cool. You could make this into like, oh, maybe doll's clothes, or you can turn this into handkerchiefs, or make this into a dog coat. Remember, I did a dog coats the other day. This would be great material for that. And then remember, there's a pocket in here that has some fancy stuff on it. There's no limit to your imagination. You could do anything. So I'm glad that you came and joined us today. If you have an idea that you would like to see on our show, contact us at our viewer response line or email us. Let us know what you think. We sure would love to hear from you. Recycle, reuse, and turn something old into something new. Bye now. Well, that's our show for today. I hope you were inspired to recycle, reuse, and make something old into something new. Let me know what you think of our show. You can call our viewer response line at 763-533-1710 or email Auntie Sharon's Crafts and More at gmail.com. Angel and I would love to hear from you. Tell me your ideas, and we may have you on our show to inspire others. I'd like to thank Northwest Community Television and our sponsors, Kids for a Better World, where youth are getting involved and making a difference. I hope I have inspired you to look at things differently. Be the change. Recycle, reuse, and turn something old into something new. Bye. Auntie Sharon will have a new show every month, but watch us weekly on Channel 20, Thursdays 7 to 8 p.m. and Fridays 11 to noon. Welcome to Auntie Sharon's Crafts and More. I'm Auntie Sharon, and this is Angel. Our show is new and different. Come and learn how to recycle, reuse, and make something old into something new. Join us on Thursdays, 7 to 8 p.m. on Channel 20, and again Friday morning, 11 to noon. Hope to see you then. Bye. Today, I received a letter from one of our viewers that was asking, what do you do with old medicine bottles? Well, I've got some great ideas for that. And here are some samples of what you can do. You can put your craft items inside of these, just like this. You can stick them in and hold them all together, nice and neat. I love using these caps because they clip on really nice. I've over here have some beads. I've got covers, caps that I use for my crafts. In the smaller ones, we put little beads. I have eyes here. And in this one, I actually have nails. You can see there. You can use them for your crafts. You can use them for things around the house. And I love this one. What do you do with all of your batteries to keep them fresh so they don't die? Use these bottles. You can see there are lots of ways that you can use these medicine bottles. You can recycle, reuse, and make something old into something new, just like we've done here. And you can use the bottles for everyday items. So thank you again for coming to our show and sending us your ideas and your questions. We'd love to hear more from you. You can call our viewer response line at 763-533-1710 or email Auntie Sharon's Crafts and More at gmail.com. Wow, that was a great show, wasn't it? We learned a lot of wonderful ideas about recycling. Angel, what'd you think of the show? I think it turned out great, don't you? So many wonderful crafts, and you can learn all about how to recycle, reuse, and make something old into something new. Just come back to our show and you'll learn some new ideas and get inspired by recycling some of the things around your house. Right, Angel? We're gonna see you soon. Bye now.
Hi, I'm Ashley from Kids for a Better World, a nonprofit organization encouraging the empowerment of youth, supporting youth initiatives, and creating partnerships to address the needs of individuals, children, and families. Be the change.
Be the change and make youngsters get involved. Be the change and make youngsters get involved. We can make a difference. Stand up, create change. We may be young, but we have the power to make the world a better place. To make the world a better place. We can make a difference. Stand up, create change. We may be young, but we have the power to make the world a better place. To make the world a better place.
When you're finished with your food or beverage cartons, toss it in the recycling bin. Because every carton is recyclable and can be turned into useful paper products. When the contents are gone, let the carton live on. Recycle your cartons.
This could be a bicycle. Or a bed. This could be a robot. Or an airplane. This could be a playground. This could be a book bag.
Or a soccer ball.
This could be a book. This could be beautiful. This cannot be trash. This can all be recycled. Learn more at thiscouldbe.org.
True, it wasn't right just to toss trash out of sight, but now I'm gonna keep it clean. I'm gonna start recycling. A little here, a little there will help the rivers and the air. Do it now, start today. Close the loop, it's the only way. It's such an easy thing to do, and it begins with me and you. We can make a difference. We can make old new. Recycle, reduce, reuse, and close the loop. We can close the loop. Recycle, reduce, reuse, and close the loop. We can close the loop. Plastic bottles, aluminum foil, glass containers, and motor oil. Papers, cans, that old magazine, we got one. Land, let's keep it clean. So bug your neighbor, tell a friend. Circles never really end. Don't just toss it, keep it new. We can do it, so can you. Don't wait, it's something we must do. Right now, the earth depends on you. You can make a difference. You can make old new. Recycle, reduce, reuse, and close the loop. You can close the loop. Recycle, reduce, reuse, and close the loop. We can close the loop. Recycle, reduce, reuse, and close the loop.
Come on, team! You can do it!
I used to be a bottle of soda pop, full of dust and all shipped to. But then I was saved to be recycled. That means being turned to something new. Yeah, they took me, soaked me, washed me all around, peeled off my labels, melted me down. Yes, I once was a bottle of soda pop. Now I'm a cookie jar with a top. Recycle, recycle, I have been recycled. I used to think that I was through, but now I'm back as something new.
I used to be a worn-out plastic jar. I was feeling sad and blue. But then I was saved to be recycled. That means being turned to something new. Yeah, they took me, soaked me, washed me all around, peeled off my labels, melted me down. Yes, I once used to be a plastic jar. Now I'm a part of a